college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. The sure hands, it's Williams. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
The Huskies have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nelson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Williams looking for a man. Finds the tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to their 26.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does.
414 satellite. 414 satellite.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Washington wants to go quickly. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running behind that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to power their way ahead. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
And man, it's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Toss to the left. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The screen. He's got wheels. There he goes. Running into the open space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Williams will pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. He's loose. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
From the gun, running back on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
we're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Williams looking for a man. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Williams will pass. Touchdown, Washington. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Third and goal situation, as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Good concentration to get that squiver inside the 15. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A run for the quarterback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. The screen, he can go. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Finds a little space. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the 1st down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. With the catch, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Williams looking for a man. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Got it behind the line. It's Riley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the quick pass. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trying the left side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's McCutcheon. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. That pass is incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Obviously, great job picking up the 1st down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
He's moving out of the pocket. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback now breaking the field. Catch in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Hard-hitting tackle. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Washington, 28. Texas, 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Plows through the defense. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Williams will pass. That's caught. It's Lawson. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Red pass, it's complete. On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They'll go with a direct snap. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. comes the Texas offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Butler. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. Fires left. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Makes the grab on the shot. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Wants to fire on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete on the right side. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll try to get it through the air. Moving out to the right. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late. Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Williamson. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has hung really strong, put up some good numbers.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give and tick, 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 tick. Turning it on! And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll give it on the counter. He
breaks a tackle.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Try to get it to the edge. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.